1 year ago, we sacrificed all the comforts and conveniences of the noisy city and moved to a tiny rural mountain village in Italy. Here, we discovered the true essence of simple life and its tremendous benefits. Is our new way of life suitable for other people? And most importantly, can the simple life principles we want to share with you make a difference in your life? Jackie! As someone who has lived in a noisy but comfortable city for my entire life, embracing simple living in the rural countryside is not always easy. But it brings me a lot of satisfaction and fulfillment. There are plenty of activities to accomplish throughout the day, and even though they are simple, they somehow make my life more meaningful. It's so incredible in today's world to be able to live such a life.
And the more we live here, the more we realize that there is much more value and transformational power in it than we could ever imagine. This episode is like no other that we've made so far. It's very special for us for a variety of reasons.
Thanks to your comments appreciating our way of life and the beauty of this area, as well as to the experience of people who came to visit us, this beautiful idea was born, which we would love to share with you in this video. But we will unpack everything as we go, so stay with us till the end, because we have very exciting news and announcements for all of you. So, when our first guest came,
Nadia and Mauro with their children came from Milan. Together, they run a flower farming business.
everybody got immediately involved with the daily activities.
Mauro and Dasha are picking some very sweet and fresh figs from our orchard. Agnese is the oldest of the 4 daughters, and she loves cooking. Together with the mother Nadia, they are preparing fried zucchini. Dasha is the youngest of the girls. She is very enthusiastic about participating in every activity. Amanda is 16. Her greatest passion is music.
Tatiana and the girls are preparing a cream cake.
And of course Elena. Her biggest passion is cinema.
Un cucchiaio. Questa sbatte un po' sul tavolo. Papi! 5 una volta che superare una volta. Sonecco. Cosa? È il sole. Natania chiama lui sole. Mi sa che sotto c'è la luce. Sì, sotto. Guardiamola sopra. Guardiamola dentro. Zucchero vero, va?
Lo lascio.
Un po' forte. Tu la metti su, lei si brucia subito. Dentro rimane bene.
Mama Marina and Sergio have just arrived from Martinsicuro.
Bonjour, bonjour, madame.
Bisogna accenderlo. Bisogna solo accenderlo.
In her free time, Nadia loves to cut hair for family and friends.
Fragole.
Mama Marina and Sergio are showing the olive grove to the guests. We are planning to share with you a dedicated episode to the entire process of growing olives and producing organic olive oil. If you don't want to miss it, subscribe.
When we just arrived here, the plum tree was covered by parasite bushes. Mama Marina and Sergio cleaned it, and it produced a huge amount of fruit afterward.
Delle prugni perché sul ramo.
But unfortunately, one branch broke because of the termites. The girls are preparing the plums to make homemade jam.
È arrivato l'ospite, abbiamo Jack! E chi è Jack? Giusto il cane. Il cane? Yarungu no ishara. No. Jack. Hola. Bravo Jack. Dove era porta?
Lo volete mangiare?
Ehi, Jack.
No, non è quello di ieri. Non è quello di ieri. Gli hai dato le bistecche?
Ho paura di dare.
Asciutto. Ho detto spostati.
Mi piace questo
Perché sì.
In the meantime, Mauro went for his daily routine. Mauro is 50 now.
Nadia is making crepes to eat them with the freshly made jam.
Ci sono altri pezzi di giorno. Ma lascia.
Io te la mangio.
Perché?
Lo scacco al re. Tu cosa fai? Scappi? Non puoi, che anche di qua è scacco al re. Aria buona.
It is very gratifying to see how the entire family who lives in a capital city embraced and appreciated our down-to-earth living.
Soneczko! Can you bring some firewood?
Okay. When you live in the city, so many things are taken care of without you ever thinking about them. You want heat, you press the button and it's there. There is no longer any correlation that gives you direct result from your actions. Here, I realize that the comfort and convenience of modern life has also its shadow side. It often makes your life meaningless. It doesn't matter what you do, it is anyway there. But here, because of these simple life activities, everything falls back into place. You see the direct consequences of your actions, and this makes you more alive, more responsible to life, and in turn, it makes you grow as a human being. Our next guests, Sasha and Imogen, are from Germany. They just got married in India, in the same place as we did a year earlier. And they came to visit us during their honeymoon in Italy.
Arca?
You can speak Italian in Italy.
Yes, I will bring him.
And your mom cooked it. It's so special being here and being invited. Never would have found this place.
Definitely would not.
How did
Me
you?
neither.
How did you find it?
Me neither.
Your mother found it.
So,
And Jordan, right?
I don't know if I told you, but I went crazy for chess a few years ago.
I saw your chessboard inside actually.
It's such an amazing game. It's so engaging, captivating, so rich that you can like keep on mastering.
I'm ready!
Every
Allora.
Andiamo! We are going to pick some fruits, blackberries and the remaining plums.
They're sweet. They're usually very, They're usually very sour. Oh, they're great. They're great. It's incredible, right? So much food this year, actually. Perfect height. Ist auf meine Schulter. Da kommt man, glaube ich, da voll gut ran.
These ones you can eat.
Yeah.
Soneczko, I'm dropping them
Wenn du dich
down.
wohlfühlst, sagst du Bescheid. Ready?
I'm collecting.
Körbchen.
To try one.
Okay. Can you reach?
Big one. Yeah, this is super good. Have you tried that?
Yes. I tried one.
Sweet?
Sweet one. Okay.
Andiamo!
Andiamo.
So you have to see if there is no like
Warm.
robaczek inside. Robaczek.
Robaczek.
Robak.
Robak.
And these things, like not va bene, cut out.
Not va bene. Sì.
This is not va bene,
Oh,
but,
no bene.
but there is bene side.
Tutto
See,
bene.
this side is va bene,
Okay.
so that's not va bene.
Sì. Comprendo.
Such good instruction. Recently, we got to know from our neighbors about a local farmer's family that produces fresh mozzarella in the traditional way. And we are very curious to find out what is the difference between this mozzarella and the one that you can normally buy in the store.
We are going to visit this place now.
Your destination is on the left.
Oh, there's a dog. Un cane. Oh, two.
Buonasera.
Buonasera.
Non si è trovata contenta. Ho dovuto dare la mozzarella. Volete assaggiare?
Do you want to taste it? Would you like to try? Anche una la assaggiamo tutte qua.
Piccolo.
You can share this.
Sì, sì, ce lo possiamo. Merenda entra the snack in Italy. Snack.
Grazie.
Allora, che ieri
The natural smell of milk and the taste of the cheese is so pleasurable. I think that it is the first time in my life that I have actually experienced the true taste of mozzarella.
It's almost like salty inside. But
Too
fresh.
sour, maybe that one. Just behind the wall there are cows, and the family produces all these amazing fresh milk products on the spot.
I would love you to taste this mozzarella at least once.
Yeah.
Traditionally, pizza is baked in a firewood oven. It is placed directly on the floor of the oven or into metal pizza pans. Normal ovens cannot reach the required high temperatures. But this has not stopped us from making our homemade pizza.
In the future, we have plans to build a pizza oven. Get rid of the floor, put proper floor, make it even, those kind of things.
It's beautiful.
Buon appetito!
Grazie, ragazzi.
Finally,
Andiamo.
Today in Petranico, a nearby town, there is a yearly celebration.
That might be also interesting.
The church is very beautiful, but unfortunately currently under renovation.
If you want to know more about Pietranico, we have one episode featuring the town, as well as some houses available for purchase in this area.
We need basilic.
Such a full silence. It's not empty.
Sasha told us that so far in their trip through Italy, he enjoyed our place the most, because he was able to enter our simple living here and experience it as we do.
I always loved cooking. When I moved to Italy, I was just 15, and I fell in love with the Italian cuisine immediately. I truly appreciate the tradition of making food with fresh and simple ingredients.
Our next guests, Esteban and Genevieve, come from Canada. Esteban is from Mexico and he is a programmer and Hatha yoga teacher. Genevieve is a French language tutor. Together with Esteban, they are planning to open a meditation center. When they heard about our story from a common friend, they got very inspired and wanted to meet us in our place.
Alright, let's try this pasta.
So good. This passata you made homemade, no? How do you do it? You boil tomatoes?
And this is how we do it. In the month of August, when the tomatoes are fully ripe, in the early morning we collect them. There are specific varieties of tomatoes that are best to make passata di pomodoro. Then we wash the tomatoes and remove the stalks. In the next step, we cut the tomatoes into halves and remove the seeds and the excessive water. Then, the tomatoes go through the machine that removes the skin and makes fresh tomato paste. The paste is immediately bottled, and the bottles are sealed.
vorresti prendere? Uno o due?
Uno. Il suono,
And then the bottles are placed into a big container that is filled with water.
Dammi. C'aveva l'attacco, io mica lo sapevo che c'erano diversi attacchi. Questo qua si chiama...
A lot of bottles. They are covered with water. This water is boiled. When it starts boiling, it means that it's sterilized. You're sure there are no any bacteria around? Nothing.
Yeah.
So basically, this is fresh. So it's a very good product, which is very different from
Tomato paste you buy in the store.
Yeah.
yeah. And we didn't put a lot of. Genevieve is helping Łukasz to pick some persimmon fruits.
Esteban and Genevieve fell in love with this area immediately, and they started thinking about buying a property and moving here. There is a property for sale close to our place, and we went to see it. Esteban and Genevieve cannot wait to come back to find their perfect home in the area. My sister Ula is calling.
Cześć Ula.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Tak dobrze Cię widzieć. Słoneczko, Ula zadzwoniła. Co u Ciebie?
U was? U nas dobrze.
U nas też super. Tatiana robi ciasto.
Ula is very passionate about crochet, and she prepared a surprise.
Mam dla was niespodziankę.
Jaką?
She handmade woolen hats for all four of us.
Wow, Ula.
I jeszcze jedno.
Jakie piękne. Ula.
Tatiana, ta jest dla ciebie. Widzisz?
O! Ty!
Literką. Oliwkowe.
Piękne, piękne.
Piękny kolor.
I to wełniane, co?
Tak, to z merynosów. Pełno merynosów. Najcieplejsza, najdelikatniejsza.
Wow.
Wspaniale.
Especially for you.
Thank you so much.
Ula works as a manager in an international company in Poland, and she came to visit us in autumn.
Today we are going to put organic fertilizers made of horse dung around our olive trees.
Aromatyczna wakacja. Aromaterapia. Aromaterapia. Okej.
We are going on a trip to the Majella Mountains, which is one of the biggest and extraordinarily beautiful national parks of Abruzzo, full of wild animals, uncontaminated nature, and ancient stone constructions. Majella, in the local folklore, is called the Mother Mountain, probably because of her feminine nature and appearance.
These stone constructions were built by the shepherds throughout the ages.
They served as refuges for them during the nights.
Usually, they were surrounded by a stone fence aimed to protect the sheep from wild animals, in particular wolves.
They are called tolos.
These mountains have also been a refuge for mystics and saints throughout the centuries.
This is the hermitage of Santo Spirito, magnificently built within the mountain and its caves. We are going to see another hermitage, which cannot be reached directly by car, but through a little walk in the forest. The hermitage of San Bartolomeo.
Widzę dla wody skoro to co? А здесь, видимо, конструировали, закрыли. Сюда? Это... Na zdrowie.
Zdrowie.
O, pustymi.
Ja z pustego je naleję.
O, dobra.
Нельзя.
Molto buono.
Si sente che la bechamel l'ho fatta io,
Si sente.
Tatiana and Ula are going for a trekking on La Quelia mountain. If you want to know more about this extraordinary mountain in our backyard, watch our 5th episode. Ula started to learn Italian and cannot wait to come back.
I'm preparing a chocolate cake with just a few ingredients: flour, eggs, sugar, milk, cacao, and dark chocolate. When I went to the university, I chose to study economics and commerce because it looked to me as the biggest part of people's daily activities. I think that I was unconsciously approaching it as the final step before stepping into adult life. Only now I see that at the university I was looking for answers on how to conduct all the aspects of my life as a human being and how to live well. Such a disappointment. In the end, I was left with just a few instructions that maybe will come useful in life. So after university, I was still in search of answers. With time, I started to be more and more interested in organic food, nature, and yoga. Then, thanks to Mama Marina and Sergio, we moved here. And since then, my life has become rich beyond any expectation. I found that the richness of life is made of silence, simplicity, togetherness, and giving to others. Our next guests are Chiara and Giuseppe. I've met Chiara during my university studies. Chiara is very interested in tourism and she manages an agriturismo. Together with Giuseppe, they came for a few days to see us and also to give us a little bit of help.
In the evening, Peter and Gianluca with Elena came to play some games together.
Che bella presa che faccio. O dopo. Adesso Gianluca.
Giuseppe and Chiara later shared with us that they are truly overwhelmed by how open-hearted, beautiful and genuine people are in our community. Giuseppe is a truck mechanic, and together with Sergio, they are going to do a general checkup on the tractor.
E basta, questo è tutto, non c'è niente di particolare. Comunque un trattore va bene, perché è un trattore che sta fermo a novembre. E parte a prima botta, vuol dire che va veramente bene.
Fortunately, Giuseppe confirmed that our Lamborghini is in great shape. Just one little part needs to be replaced.
Giuseppe is very curious about tasting arrosticini, one of the most traditional dishes in Abruzzo. We are going to buy handmade arrosticini from the best place in the area, in the town of Pietranico, which we explored in one of our previous episodes.
Ah, lavoro! Punizione, quantitativo!
Arrosticini are very small pieces of sheep meat placed on little skewers and grilled. Sergio is a master of seasoning and grilling arrosticini.
Io dopo.
It's time to remove the Christmas decorations, and Chiara and Giuseppe are helping with the winding up work.
No, vedo che c'era underground. A tu. Natale è finito.
Ma lui può stare lì. Aspettando il prossimo. Può stare lì, he can stay there.
Where?
Qui, di lato.
You want to ieri? Tutti pazzi per Corvara?
Mamma Marina voleva tenerla, facciamo un'altra.
Sì, un'altra. Jack! Jack! Jack!
Just before our guests came, we received a message from Gianluca that Jack got injured and escaped from home. Nobody could find him.
We also went in search of him, without any luck.
Fortunately, after a few days he came back.
Immediately, Gianluca brought him to the veterinary doctor.
Jack went urgently through an expensive operation, without which the doctor said he would die.
Now, after the operation, we are going to visit him.
Fortunately, he is all fine.
He's not well.
We hope that Jack will get better soon.
Vedi come mangia. Oh, guarda là.
Finito.
A posto.
And here we are, slowly approaching the end of the first year since we moved here, to Corvara. Moving away from the noisy city life and fully embracing the natural flow of simple living in the rural mountainside, filled our hearts with immense gratitude and enriched our lives beyond any expectations. Since we discovered this piece of heaven in the Abruzzo region of Italy, we had a deep longing to share it with as many people as possible. That's why we started this channel, sharing our journey with all of you and doing our best to bring you closer to what is being offered here. But witnessing actual transformations not only within ourselves, but also in those who had the opportunity to come and stay here with us for a couple of days, made us realize that no matter how much we try, there is so much more that cannot be ever transmitted through the internet.
Seemingly simple things like being in touch with nature, fresh air, and clean water. Taking care of our surroundings and making small steps to make things around us happen a little better.
Making our meals with fresh, locally grown organic ingredients.
Intentionally putting aside distractions of our modern life that tend to interrupt and clutter our minds and life's experience.
Being together, living together, eating together, reconnecting with ourselves and finding a true connection with nature and continuously seeing how to make our lives simpler and more down to earth.
And many other basic aspects have the power to gradually but profoundly impact and transform our lives, altering the very way we exist and perceive the world. We feel privileged to be here, and since the beginning, we have been thinking about which other way we could bring our place closer to you.
Witnessing the transformations in those who visited us brought us a certain clarity and made us realize that nothing can compare to actual, real-life, first-hand experience.
That's why, for some time now, we've been silently thinking through, planning and carefully crafting a uniquely structured residential program designed for very small groups of people wanting to reconnect with themselves and nature and experience the rural countryside simple living in Italy.
We invite you to come and stay for a certain amount of time here with us in our vintage home in the rural mountain area of Corvara.
We are thrilled to introduce to you a 7-day journey of simple living program with Say Ciao. It's not like a typical vacation filled with overcrowded tourist spots, fancy hotels and poor quality food, after which you return home more exhausted and frustrated than before the trip. Instead, it's an opportunity for you to come and spend quality time close to nature. Get to know the true essence of Italian countryside living, invest in your personal well-being, and rediscover what truly brings fulfillment to your life.
This program is an opportunity for you to get to know us and our way of living firsthand.
Visit and experience the Italian countryside in the mountains from the locals' perspective.
Experience what it means to live a simple life and what impact it has on your life.
Taste the real Italian food as it has been made in Italian families for generations.
Discover the essence of traditional Italian food and learn how to make classical dishes.
Get to know the process of making traditional Italian fresh products.
Reconnect with nature by outdoor activities, walks, and games.
Reconnect with yourself by having moments of silence, peacefulness, and evening meditations.
Learn a set of practices that will enhance your body, mind, emotions, and energies.
Embrace moments of inner discomfort and have the opportunity to actively cross your comfort zone by involvement.
Declutter your mind by consciously putting aside personal devices and practicing digital detox.
You will stay and live in our home, sharing the spaces with us and other participants.
We will cook together, eat together, be involved in a variety of activities together, meditate together, and explore the Italian countryside simple living together as one small community.
We want you to jump with us into this 7-day journey of simple living program, absorb as much as you can, and take it with you for life.
We want you to equip yourselves with certain essential principles and tools and employ them in your day-to-day life.
If you want to be one of those who will experience our unique program, or you want to get more details about it, do not wait. There are only a few spots available for the upcoming dates.
Click the link in the description below this video and start your registration now. If you get late, there will be a possibility for you to join the waiting list for the next editions in the future.
Your next vacation can change the course of your life.
We have plenty of work ahead of us, and we wish you to be a part of every step that we make.
Starting from this episode, we are also enabling new ways to support Say Ciao.
If you appreciate what we do and you want to support our efforts and all our activities, you can become our supporter, either on Patreon or via PayPal or here on YouTube by choosing available membership tiers.
Please choose whichever method suits you best. The links to Patreon and PayPal are available below the video.
Even the smallest amount of your generous support counts. And for all of you actively supporting us, we wish to express our heartfelt gratitude and assure you that your love and support will go a long way in making Say Ciao grow and realize a variety of exciting future projects.
There are many preparations along the way, so stay tuned. Like this video, share your thoughts with us in the comments, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, stay with us.